What is going on? Kind of just a random live stream. We're not going to go too long tonight. Figure just hang out, chill for a few minutes. It's been a few days since we did a live stream back at the Krypt, so I figured, why not? Why not? And I got some art by me, so I'm going to go over some of it. Like, here's something cool. You can see the picture like right above my head. There's like the sketch idea, You see, they use that a lot for shooting the shiz with DK and the swag. I'm not sure if we have a show coming up this week. I haven't had a chance to talk to Brett about it. I know my sister visited him and his wife Dee Dee out at Krypt IE Con. I really wanted to get going. I wanted to go to that one. It just didn't happen. What's going on, the Reverend? Got your Art the Clown back there. Got a few pieces by you back there. The part 5. Let's see what else we got going on here. Like I said, I'm just kind of shooting the shiz by myself here. Wanted to catch up with everybody. See, we got 4. I don't expect too many, but it's cool. Like I said, here's the back of the Doomsday's Crypt box art, like the comic art. It's pretty kind of cool piece there. I really dig the fire. This piece I like a lot. We did some shirts with the art of this on the back, which was pretty cool. There's the post, man. Yeah, I was just doing a live stream. I figured, all right, well, I got some cool art sitting around here. I got some by you. I was showing the sketch for the split face, which you can see above me right there. What he kind of sketched out. We were talking about, mashing up the two faces. And as usual, Mike killed it. Let's see. This piece is one of my favorites that you've done, really. The CJ Graham box. The front cover is pretty sweet. Do I have one? I thought I had a CJ box. Right. Oh, I do. I got one right here. Autographed by him, too. Back art, which we got. Which is inspired by Vengeance 2 and 1, really, with our buddy producer on it, Peter Anthony, Krypt Blood. I know he digs that piece. I got to do something with him on that one. I think it's a cool piece. But there's the back to the CJ art. Obviously, Vengeance 2, Vengeance 1 inspired. I did love the look of CJ in that as Eli's. Well, we already showed that one. Oh, speaking of the swag, I can't show the back one, Mike. You know what? Somebody came down and they saw that picture, that Brett hates. Man, everybody loves it except for him. They're like, wow, that's one of my favorite pieces. I showed actually new staff that was here. Oh, this one's cool right here, the Doug Tate. Signed by him. He plays the Jack Link Sasquatch. He was in the end scene of Freddy versus Jason holding Freddy's head. Love the Jack Link's commercials. And then he did the jumping on the car scene in Halloween Kills, which was pretty badass. And again, the split face, I love the way Mike does that. We've talked about that on a few pieces, and that was one of them. Oh, here's a different artist, Scott Straka. This is the original. Yeah, she really dug that. I know I got one by Mike. Like you and Scott killed it on her piece right there. The original Art the Clown by him. Here's the bloody version. 2 fucking kick-ass pieces. I got the whole set actually, which is cool. I don't know if I got them all down here. I got a few played. You remember this? The Fear Street cast piece came out sick. Here's one of my favorite pieces. This was before we even really we were talking about doing the Nameless, and I saw somebody had a movie named that. I thought that was a cool name, but obviously I'm a big Pinhead fan, Hellraiser fan. The store, I got a lot of people asking me that in town, the physical store. I got to get on it, but it looks like because Chicago's coming up, I definitely want to get the online store launched right around there, but I need inventory to go. Um, so I'm going to take what I got, and then we're going to talk about in the store. We'll do some lives there. It's going to be a smaller table. I mean, my area is probably going to be like this, something like this. I'm just going to set up something cool, hype up the shop, and we'll plan on launching it the end of March. The physical store, I'm hoping to open spring, March, April. I just think it's too unpredictable in the wintertime to start doing that. And I know there's a lot of work that needs to be done in that store to have it ready for the shop to open. But yeah, I really want to get that going. Here's another cool one. This one's signed by Brian Bremer and Lance Henriksen. Brian, I've met a few times. Really cool. I'm actually in his upcoming documentary. I at least unless they cut me, but they asked me quite a few questions. It was pretty cool that he wanted me to speak about him and came to our Scarefest table and to, hey, what's going on, broski? The Reverend. We got a few guys here. What's going on, Paul? Like I said, we're just hanging out. Oh, this is my favorite piece of art right here. These are great. These top loaders I love. This is pretty cool here. I don't want to mess with it too much, but you can see there's the original art for shooting the shiz, and then we got DK and the B Horbuzz there. I'm gonna pull it out carefully here. That's what she said. All right, hold on. And then where we started, or Mike started, I could say. Yeah, I thought Beatrice likes that kind of stuff, and we discussed doing that for the. But that's the original. And we did a VHS box for it. I don't have any handy right with me. No, I don't have any, but we did another piece for that. I want to be really careful with this. Hold on a sec. Obviously one of a kind pieces, but I like that piece a lot. I think it's hilarious. And then even on the Shooting the Shiz, the original piece, where Mike kind of sketched it out to give me an idea. I was like, hell yeah, man, I think that's cool. And yeah, Mike nailed it on those pieces. So for both those shows, and speaking of DK, what's up, Eric LaMonica? Good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're enjoying the Krypt. Got to get you to a convention. If you and your sister, you guys should think about going. If you go for a road trip, go to Carolina. That's gonna be a fun one in May. That's probably the closest to you. Although Kentucky's not too far either. I mean, it's about 10 hours, but both those conventions are gonna be awesome. Love to see you out there. I don't want to mess this up. I'm gonna put it carefully right here. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. So I can't walk and chew gum, and I want to make sure I got these in nice and neatly. What else do we got in here? It looks like, what is this? I find that stuff all the time. Maybe I'll find a gem that I needed. Oh, that's a cool one. Oh, this is a cool piece. This is we haven't used this piece yet, Mike, but I think we should at some point. We use this piece, which this is awesome. I got to do a shirt of it, and we never used that one. And I really like. I know it's got the glare on. I really don't want to take it out until I'm framing it or something. But yeah, that's really cool. And then we even got the lettering if I can find it here. Oh. So here's the original or Brett Wagner boxes. I don't even have one of his sitting here. I only got Doug's sitting right here. Those came out pretty sweet. Showed the original art earlier. But let me do this. Let me get this back in neatly. But these top loaders are awesome, especially until I can get things framed. And especially if I'm traveling, because I like to show off this original art at times. Like I finally, if you look behind me, I know it's glary. I got the original three-eyed demon up there. I got the split face I showed you. I got the comic cover over here, and then one of the DK, I guess the demon versus ghost face picture that Mike drew. I thought those are always fun. I mean, obviously, sorry, I can't walk and chew gum. I'm just trying to really be careful because there's these I really want in top loaders. So I should do them separately at some point. But the plastic gets caught on the hard plastic, so the sleeve gets caught on the thing. So I'm just trying to be careful with that. Don't want to bend things, especially something like this, which is super loose. You know, I might put this in something different here. It's got those edges still on it. See if I can keep from getting caught there. It'll be fine. Those damn edges just keep getting. I don't want to tear on it. You know what? I'm gonna put that safely right there until I can find a good spot for it. What's going on, Corn Ryan? Terrifier 3. Really, it's filming today. I know it's had the teaser. I know they did some filming, but I'm happy for those guys. We've had I haven't had David Howard Thornton or Damien Leone on, but we've had Steve Barton on. He's such a good dude. If you haven't met Steve Barton or you don't know who he is, he's the producer of Terrifier 2, 3, but also the Levy brothers with Fuzz on Lawns. Best of luck to them guys. They got Stream coming out, so I think that's cool. Oh, hey, rip you out. Yeah. I don't want to rip it though, because you know what, dude? These items, as much as there's certain ones that mean a ton, which is like those Myers. I keep wanting to retire them. Those busts. I sold the Big John, Little John Halloween Kills one I had, which was fine. But these are two of collected names. Dick Warlock got announced for Scarefest. I know at Kansas City, Krypticon, some of the Curse of Myers cast is going to be there. That's going to be cool. So I can't even retire these yet. And meeting Dick Warlock at Scarefest, I'm so excited because I thought he had retired. I heard last year was going to be his last year doing conventions, and it sucks missing George B. Wilbur. He was awesome, and I missed out on him. But Dick Warlock is a must-have. I didn't think I'd have the opportunity to get those signed by him. So to have the opportunity, I'm pretty excited. But we're going through some things. We did Mark Patton, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. He was sick. We did some things we wanted to do some more with. We actually did, and this is kind of cool. Mike did the demon tearing apart Mark Patton, and Freddie said, Mike kills it with some of this stuff. I think it's sick right there. And then became friends with Dari Lehman at Krypticon. He was at each one of them. And we did some shirts. We did some VHS boxes. He really liked what we were doing. That's a kick-ass piece right there. Oh, I bet you haven't seen this in a while, Mike. This one's a black light. So if you can imagine when the black light comes on, you're seeing things that you're not going to see. Let me put it that way. Saw franchise. This is also black light. I got to turn some of these on. I'll see how the black light's held up, because these are a good 2-3 years old now, at least. And then for you Child's Play fans, I've run into Christine Elise and Alex Vincent quite a few times, and this is actually signed by the cousin from season 1 of Chucky. He was at Krypticon, Minnesota. I had him sign him there, but I ran into him at a bunch of, I think they were at all 3 Krypticons last year. which was cool. Alex Vincent, really, really good musician. Here's one that's really cool, signed by RA. And yeah, and I had William Butler sign it too. But William Butler was a cool dude as well. And we did some of those VHS boxes for it, and those things sold fast. I know Adam Newsom got one. Um, I love this, the Slender Man there. And then I got this one, the original art piece of an alien. That was done for a different reason. And this one was just kind of, I don't want to take this out. I'm going to take out, well, that's a cool piece right there. I got that. Like some of these I just don't want to. This piece is cool. I forget why you did it. You know what it reminds me of now that I see it, and I bet you'll agree. A Doug Godino mask. Now you know him. That's something he'd make as a mask. I'm telling you, dude. That's pretty cool. And this art piece I keep forgetting to take with me, and I just wanted the cast all sign it. I got a few on there. I got Ken Forey and Bill Johnson and Jennifer Bonko. Then we got, what was it? Night Scare on Krypt Street. And that was cool because, and I was just talking to them, and I want to get them back on Mick Strawn, who is the production designer on Part 3 and Part 4, Nightmare on Elm Street. He was also, uncredited in 5. He's worked on a ton of movies. Nick Benson was a big part of that movie. Like this was a big scene for Nick Benson. Get them on. And this is, I forget, I don't remember why we did this one, but this one came out cool, but I can't remember. Is it a black light? I can't remember. I don't know if that one. If you're there, Mike, let me know. Here's some cool OG pieces that what was this for? This was for the Krypt Master boxes, or the Krypt Keeper boxes. And then Cassandra Peterson actually signed these. I got some really good pictures of it. That was for a VHS box set. I know sitting out here somewhere. It might even be behind. Yeah, it's right behind me, right over there. That one's signed by her. And then on the back, some kick-ass Toth art. And then we did the big 3 at Crypticon because my buddy, Brett was there. He's sitting next to me at Crypticon Denver. Doug Tate was right next to us. And of course, Michael Bailey Smith. So we did some big 3 stuff. And that's signed by all 3 of them. You got Pluto from The Hills Have Eyes. Doug as Michael Myers. And then you got Brett from the Crazies. And then you got the back, you got the other Super Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, all signed by all 3 of them. I love these pieces. I got a frame. I'll put them up on the wall somewhere. Here's the Krypt Keeper front box I was telling you about. This piece is one of my favorites too. Something about it I just dig big time. And then a Michael Bailey piece signed by him, original. We did some Michael Bailey VHS boxes. Those will be in the store. Michael Bailey's awesome, dude. Actually, he's an amazing writer. Let me put it that way. I was honored enough to read something he did, wrote, and I'll tell you one thing: that dude knows how to write. And I'm wishing him best with the script he's got there. I can't say anything about it. I'm mumbles out of the word, other than the dude has some chops there at writing. And there's the other one, but it's the wrong character. Mike Drew wasn't too thrilled. Toth, and then we got My Bloody Valentine. That dude was cool as hell. Why can't I think of his name right now? But I really like that dude. We talked hockey a lot because he's Canadian, and we talked about it for a while. But there's the other, the front of the Leatherface box we had. I don't know, something about Part 3 Leatherface. Mike, he killed it on it. Speaking of buddy Ari Lehman, That piece is a few years old. That was actually for Spookala, but we used it again. We did some Ari boxes on a limited run. He might even still have them. He might ask him. He might not. Here's the original Lauren Lavera, since she was our neighbor over at that was in Minnesota. So that was pretty cool, sitting right next to her. Really cool person too. Really, really nice. All about the family, talking about her husband, and she was just really, really cool and laid back. A very cool Texas Chainsaw Massacre piece with those sweet jeans Mike drew. Those sweet jeans. And I know you guys love cereal, and our Krispies is the way to go. Delicious, delicious. It's so good it'll make your mouth bleed. Uh, Here's another pretty damn cool Freddy. And then oh, Evil Dead. I still gotta meet Bruce Campbell. He's on my list for sure to meet of people. But believe me, I got a ton more art by all these guys. And but that's quite a few pieces that I got right there. As you can see, some real talent there, real talent. Oh, Cassandra Peterson. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm glad she didn't. I mean, I'm not glad she didn't pay, but I mean, I think it's a great piece. I enjoy owning it. Uh, yeah, but the shop and the store is something I really got to focus on. I got to get going. It's just hard in Missouri. You can never depend on the weather, and it's been beautiful too. It's like, God damn. So yeah, the Dolls of Horror. How you doing? I got to get you on there. Summer Flynn. She's the voice of Days of the Dead. I'll be seeing her in Chicago um, soon. About 6 weeks, I'd say, maybe less. Was it the 22nd and the 24th? So March 22nd and the 24th. So it's coming around right around the corner. I know. I can't wait either. It's gonna be a smaller table. I don't know if I have a backdrop or not, but I gotta get my backdrop ordered because I know it's probably only about 6 feet and my banner's 10 feet that I got, and that's not gonna work. And yeah, one of my filmmaker friends is out there. So I figured she's gonna come and sit at the table. She's with Acrostar Films. So we're gonna do a Doomsday's Krypt table, promote the shop, and bring some of this cool stuff. I mean, this is basically what the table is gonna look like. I was telling people, some cool stuff, promote the shop, and we're gonna talk about Acrostar at the table. They're banging out a lot of cool indie films, and they're well done on a small budget. So looking forward to that. That's gonna be cool. Plus, Ken Sagos is going to be there. He's coming on DK and the D's Horror Buzz. Big return next Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Over there on the West Coast, 9 p.m. for me. So I got a pretty decent time. Beatrice is the one who's going to be fighting it. I know she hates them late nights. But hey, I can't see who made that comment. Oh, you're never late, though. It was kind of a random live stream too. I didn't really plan on doing this. It was kind of like, all right, well, yeah, it sucks at the hotel when I'm actually in the crypt. It's kind of nice to sit back and do a quick live stream. Yeah, Ken's cool as hell. Ken's really, really cool. One of my favorite characters in horror movies as far as good guys go. I really, his character Kincaid stuck with me as a kid back in the 80s. But again, yeah, this was just kind of a random live stream. Excited for Chicago. Excited I booked Caroline. I can't wait for Scarefest again. Looking forward to KC Crypticon, and I'm looking at maybe doing one or two more. So we'll see what happens. I know my sister had a great time at Creep IE Con. Again, big thanks to the big swag, my dude Brett Wagner out there. My sister braved it out there and went to the convention all by herself. And I guess her and Dee Dee became great friends. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ken's a very, very kind-hearted person. He's always giving back. I mean, that's the name of his company is the Giving Back Corporation. We're going to be talking about his new comic that's out. I don't have it handy, but he just released his comic called Socrates. I can see you now, Patricia. How are you doing? What is up, Peter Anthony? I hope you're feeling better today, man. I really, really do, because when you were doing that video of you having to make it down the stairs the way you had to make it down the stairs, I'm like, man, this dude ain't kidding. I mean, I knew you were in pain and you were toughing through it, but damn. Corn. No, I don't have corn. The band Corn. Yeah, man. I'm worried about you. I hope you get it fixed. I know you were talking about getting it looked at soon, and yeah. All right, there I was. I'm getting ready to shout out Peter Anthony. Yeah, but the Wi-Fi kicked out. But yeah, his laugh trailer is great. I I can't wait for you guys to see it. I know it's getting released this month soon, isn't it? Like the 12th or 13th, it's being released. I think it's right around the night we have Ken on. I know we have Ken on the 12th. This not this Wednesday, but a week from Wednesday. We got Ken Sagos on. But I know your trailer's coming up soon. I'm froze again, huh? All right. Well, peace out.